Hello everyone and welcome to my channel once again in English. So this bracelet is simple. It's not for beginners, but it's still simple and easy to follow. The pattern is easy to read, so I really hope you guys like it. So I know the bracelets with diamonds designs are very popular, so I'm pretty sure you guys will like this bracelet. So you're gonna need 10 strings for colors. Here I have pink, very dark blue, yellow, and this reddish brownish color. So you're gonna need 2 pink, 2 yellow, and 2, I'm just gonna call it brown color, 2 brown, and then 4 of the dark blue. Okay, so the dark blue, which is the 4 strings, they're gonna be longer than the rest of the strings because those are the strings that we're gonna use to make the diamonds. And if you guys have made diamond bracelets a lot, you guys know that it takes a lot of string. So yeah, so this is how you're gonna put them in order. So it's pink, blue, pink, and then yellow, and then 2 of the dark blue, yellow, brown, blue, and brown. Okay, so the pattern, it's already in my Facebook page, so you guys can check it out, or you guys can make this bracelet with me. So we're gonna start on the left side. We're gonna grab the first 2 strings. We're gonna grab the second string, 1, 2, and we're gonna do a backward forward knot. So just 1 backward forward knot. Then we're gonna grab the next pair of strings. So let's grab the third, 1, 2, third string, and we're gonna do a forward backward knot. Now with the same string, we're gonna do 1 backward knot, and then if you want, you have 2 options. Okay, so since it's the same color, you can again with the same string do a forward knot to the next one, but I'm gonna follow the pattern exactly how it is. And they grab the other pink string, which is the first string, and they do a forward knot. Just like that. So now we're gonna work on the other side, the right side. We're gonna grab, reading it from right to left, the second string, 1, 2, and we're gonna do a forward backward knot. So it's a forward backward knot. Then we're gonna grab the second pair, and we're gonna grab the first one, or the right side, or third string, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna do a backward forward knot, backward forward knot. Now with this one, with the same string, we're gonna do 2 forward knots. So there's 1 and 2. Just like that. So now the only strings that we haven't used at all are the ones in the middle, which are the 2 dark blue strings, and we're gonna tie them together. In the pattern, it says forward knot. I always do a forward knot when the 2 strings are the same color. Just like that. And now we're gonna grab the left one and we're gonna do 4 backward knots. So it's to all these strings till the end. Okay, so now we're gonna grab the other string and we're gonna do 4 forward knots. So to all these strings. Okay, this is what you were supposed to have. So now we're gonna grab the middle ones again, which are the yellow strings that are right next to each other, and we're gonna tie them together. For some reason this pattern has some really weird knots, so I am doing it a bit different, so don't be surprised when you look at the pattern and it's not exactly what I did. It's the same design, it's still gonna end up like the same design. Okay, once you tie the 2 yellow strings together, we're gonna grab the left one and we're gonna do 2 backward knots. So it's 1 and 2. Then with the same string to the next one, backward, forward knot. Then we grab the other string, the yellow string, and we're gonna do 2 forward knots and then the forward backward knot. So 1 and 2 and then a forward backward knot. Forward, backward knot. There you go. So now we're gonna grab the middle ones again. This one's gonna be the small diamond in the middle, and they're the 2 strings. And we're gonna tie them together. So now we're gonna use the left string and we're gonna do immediately a backward forward knot. Backward forward knot. Then we're gonna grab the other string from the middle strings and we're gonna do a forward backward knot. Just like that. The 2 end up in the middle, so we tie them together. There you go. So now we're going to complete the diamond with the yellow string. So on the left side, the third string, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do 2 forward knots. So it's 1 and 2. Then we grab the other yellow string, which should be the third one. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna do 2 backward knots. 1 and 2. Now the 2 strings end up together, so we tie them together. Okay, so we're almost done with reading the pattern. So we're gonna grab the first string on the left side, and we're gonna do 4 forward knots. And we are done using these 2 strings. So now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but with opposite knots. So instead of forward knots, it's gonna be 4 backward knots. Okay, I know that you're so tempted, or at least I am, and just tying these 2 strings together, which is the right step, but since I'm following the pattern, according to the pattern, we're done using these 4 strings. At the beginning, that's when you start finishing the diamond, if that makes any sense. So there you go, I'll leave it like that. So now we're gonna grab the first string on the left side and just do 2 forward knots. 1 and 2. And then on the other side, right here it says, on the pattern it says grab the second string, do a forward knot, and then you grab the other string. It's just something weird that is not necessary. So just to make it the same as the other side, we're just gonna do 2 backward knots. 1 and 2. And there you go. We are done reading the pattern. So now we're just gonna repeat the steps. It's the same steps, and I know you can't really see the design, you just see a diamond and that's it. So I am gonna repeat it again, but really quick. So you can start from the middle if that makes you happy. But I'm just gonna start with how I started in the beginning, okay? So second string, 1, 2, just because that's how since I keep saying you just repeat the same steps, this is me repeating the same steps. So I'm doing a backward forward knot. Then we grab the third string, 1, 2, 3, and we do a forward backward knot, just like that. Now with the same string, I did a forward knot and then I grabbed the first string and did a backward knot. I'm not gonna do that. I'll just do 2 backward knots. I hope I don't confuse you guys. Just like that. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So grab the second string, 1, 2, and we do a forward backward knot. Forward backward knot. Then we grab the third string, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna do a backward forward knot. Then the same string, we're gonna do 2 forward knots. 1 and 2. Now we grab the middle strings that are the blue. That's when you finally, if you're following me in this tutorial, can finally do the knot, the forward knot that completes the diamond, which you could have done it before. Once you get the hang of it, it would be easy and you'll just keep making knots and you won't even have to follow the pattern. So then once you've done this knot, then we grab the left one and we do 4 backward knots, so all these strings. Okay, so we grab the other one and we do 4 forward knots. Okay, so now we grab the strings in the middle, which are the yellow ones, and we're gonna tie them together. Forward knot or backward knot, it doesn't matter, whatever it's comfortable for you. And we grab the left one and we're just gonna do 2 backward knots. 1 and 2. Then with the same string, the next one, a backward forward knot. Just like that. Then we grab the other yellow string and we're gonna do 2 forward knots. So it's 1 and 2. Then with the same string, the next one, a forward backward knot. Just like that. So now we're gonna grab the 2 strings in the middle once again, and this is gonna be the small diamond. So we're gonna tie them together. After that, we're gonna grab the left string and immediately we're gonna do a backward forward knot. Backward forward knot. Then we grab the other one, the other blue string, and we're gonna do a forward backward knot. Then the 2 are next to each other, so we tie them together. The 2 blue strings. Just like that. So now we're gonna grab the yellow strings to finish the yellow diamond. So it's the 3rd string, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna do 2 forward knots. So 1 and 2. Then we grab the other yellow string, which should be the 3rd one. 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna do 2 backward knots. 1 and 2. Now the 2 strings are next to each other, so we tie them together. Now we're gonna grab the 1st string, which is the dark blue string, and we're gonna do 4 forward knots. Then the other string, the other blue string, which is the 1st one on the right side, and we're gonna do 4 backward knots. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, just because it's gonna bother me. So the 2 strings are in the middle, right next to each other, so we tie them together. Okay, so that way when I repeat the steps or reading the pattern, I can just skip this knot because it's already made. So now we grab the 1st string on the left side and we're gonna do 2 forward knots. So 1 and 2. See, even after this, I already know that with this same string, I can do a forward backward knot and then grab the second string, and yeah, so it like flows once you get the hang of it. So now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. First string, and do 2 backward knots. 1 and 2. And we are done. We are done repeating the steps plus 1 knot for the second time. So you see the diamonds in the middle, and then there's half diamonds or triangles at the sides, different colors. That's why it's a 3-color diamond, or diamond 3 colors. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm gonna keep making this bracelet, and you guys will notice that I will be doing it a bit differently because I already know how to make this bracelet with a nicer flow, and I don't need the pattern anymore. So yeah, I will continue this bracelet so you guys can appreciate more the design. Just wanted to show you guys really quick, since I haven't been following the pattern exactly how it is. I've noticed that I haven't used some of the strings at all. So for example, these 2 pink strings, one is way shorter than the other one. Okay, so in this case, the first string is shorter than the second one. So if you're still not done with your bracelet and it's super short, and you're probably not gonna have enough to have to be able to tie them up, you can halfway just change the string. So wait till the 2 strings are next to each other. Okay, so normally in this case I would grab the first string and make 2 forward knots. Well, this time I'm gonna grab the second string and do a forward, I meant backward, a backward forward knot, just like that. And then I'm gonna count that as a forward knot. And then I'll just continue with the other forward knot. So I'm gonna treat it as 2 forward knots, even though the first one, it was a mixed knot, but that was just so I could change the strings. So then the next one would be a forward backward knot. So it's kind of like this string is going to take a break, so now we're not going to be knotting with this string. Now we're going to knot with the longer string. So the same thing with these 2, because I normally grab the first string and it's way shorter than the second one, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did here. So you can do that with any bracelet, okay? So just make sure that the 2 strings of the same color are next to each other, and then you can just mix it up, okay? So that's all I wanted to show you before I show you the final bracelet, okay? Yeah. And here we have the bracelet. See? It's not as thick, but you can see the 3 colors of the triangles on the sides and the diamonds in the middle. And then, like almost always, this is my favorite way to do the tying part, so with the rope braid. So there you go. So I really hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, please like this video. I also invite you guys to like my Facebook page. That's where I share my work, the videos, the patterns that I used, and I also respond to your comments and messages the best that I can, because sometimes I get too many, so sometimes I don't see some. So please be patient with me, and if you guys would like to see more videos about these beautiful friendship bracelets, then please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.